welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to be talking about preventing sickness and different health issues. First, before I get into this video, I want to say don't forget to subscribe, like, and stay tuned for the information I'm going to share. So these are the three subjects I'm going to be talking about concerning health. Number 1, physical health. Number 2, mental health. And number 3, spiritual health. All three of those areas, you need to make sure that you are healthy. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to mental health. There's a lot of different things that can cause you to feel stressed. And with stress can cause different physical health issues. And overall, stress isn't good because it makes you feel down, worried, disappointed, and your mood can change, and it's just not the best as far as health is concerned. And it's definitely something that you should look out for. So I talk a lot about thoughts and different things that goes on in the mind. It's definitely something that's very important because, as I always mention, if you have thoughts that sit in the back of your head and fester, it can turn stressful and it can become a problem for you to deal with. And it can become an even worse if it, continues to grow, and it will become a bigger problem for you in the future if you have to deal with that. So it's definitely best that you make sure your thoughts are together. You make sure you're not dealing with something that's just too much for you to handle. Make sure you're always at peace when it comes to different problems that you may be facing, different situations that you might be in. Try to be at peace and just understand that certain things will happen, and you just got to keep faith, keep hope, and look ahead, and always keep the scripture in mind that all things work together for the good to them that love YAH, the Most High. So if you keep certain things in mind, if you're going through situations, you won't come up into a lot of stress and mood changes and different things like that, and you can still have good mental health during situations that might be bothersome or hard to deal with. Keeping those things in check and making sure you don't have a lot of stress that you have to deal with will definitely help you when it comes to your physical health as well. Doctors and different physicians and people always say that stress can cause different things. It can lead up to different problems that you would have to deal with. And if you don't eliminate the stress, then things can only get worse. So it's definitely very, very necessary that you make sure you are in good mental health. Another thing is what you believe. So let's say you go to the store and you touch something and then you put your hands in your mouth. Like later on, and you don't really think about it. You just like start biting your nails or something. And then you think about it, you're like, I didn't wash my hands. I was just at that filthy store and I didn't wash my hands. I wouldn't be surprised if I pick up some germs. I wouldn't be surprised if I catch a cold. Why are you saying that? People have a tendency to say things or like, oh, I feel like I'm coming down with something. Even if you just have the slightest feeling that you might be coming down to something, why would you confess that? Why would you just put that out into the world, out into the atmosphere? I'm coming down with something. Man, I'll just put my hands in my mouth. I'm probably gonna catch something. Oh man, I was out there in the cold and the rain got on me and I wasn't covered up. I might catch a cold being out there. I should have thought about that. Why even say that? You can say, okay, next time I won't go out there in the rain if I'm not completely covered, but you don't have to say, I might catch a cold. It's different things like that that you might say or, do that isn't good for your health eventually. Like, you can't speak those things into existence and, expect to not receive that. If you say, I'm going to catch a cold or I might catch a cold, you might just catch a cold. What you say is very important, so the Most High will hold you to that. So like if you say something, expect to be receiving what you said, even if it's like good or bad. You can't say certain things and you know, expect the words to just go out there and float away and disappear. That's not how it works. And even if you're like prideful about something, you're like, I'm not gonna catch this cold, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, and you're just so uppity and sure and prideful about it, and you're just like bragging, and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna. You might just because you said that. So you definitely have to be mindful of something. It's different if you're like, I'm gonna be mindful of what I do. I'm going to, you know, drink some tea to help prevent, you know, catching a cold, or I'm gonna do this and that just to ensure that I don't catch this because I really don't want to get what you got. If you're more so like that, then it's not so bad. But if you're like, yeah, you're just unhealthy, you're just more prone to getting sick, yeah, I'm not gonna catch what you got. If you're doing all of that, then you can expect to catch what they got, because Yah doesn't like prideful people. He doesn't like boastfulness and all those sorts of things. So what you speak, what you say is certainly important and will certainly have an impact on your life and on your health. So with that, I'm going to say watch what you say and watch what you do, which brings me to number 3, which is spiritual health. Because what you do can greatly increase the chances of you receiving some kind of sickness. Now here's what I mean. If you do something that's like sinful, you do something wrong toward someone else, you do something that you just feel in your heart like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have did that to that person. I shouldn't have said that. You have to be mindful of that, because what you do can greatly increase the chances of you catching some kind of sickness or illness. And here's what I mean. The Most High will punish you for the wrong that you do. So if you do some wrong and you feel like, oh, I just messed up, you can expect to be receiving some kind of judgment. It can be anything, but sometimes sickness can be like one of the main things, but it can be anything. It can be you perhaps losing a job, or I don't know, it could be some of anything. Anything bad can happen to you, and it can be a sign of you need to get your life together. But sickness can definitely be one of the main ones. And here's why I say this. You ever like do something and the next thing you know, you like got a bad headache, or you like catch a cold, or your legs are aching, or different things are going on in your body, and you're just like, where did this come from? Why is this happening? Why am I going through this? And it doesn't really line up, or it doesn't really make sense. It just seemed to have came out of nowhere. Sometimes when that kind of stuff happens, you just gotta look over your life and be like, what did I do to reap this? What did I do to get this? Why am I all of a sudden getting sick? It could have been because of the things that you did, or the things that you are doing. So you definitely have to be mindful of what you do, what you go about saying to people, and you know, different things like that, because that will definitely influence the chances of you getting sick. So that's why the Bible stresses fearing him, the fear of Yahuwah, because if you fear him, you won't do certain things. And this will definitely be a topic on my channel one of these days when I get a chance, y'all willing. I will do a video on the importance of fearing Yahuwah. But it's very important, because if you fear him, you won't do certain things. So like if you're about to tell this lie on someone, you'll be too scared to do that, because you'll be like, you know what, if I tell this lie on somebody, on this person, then something might happen to me. Something bad might happen to me if I tell this lie, and I don't want the Most High to punish me for doing this. So let me just tell the truth. Let me just be truthful. Let me just be honest. Or just different things. Like if you're about to sin, you know you're about to sin, or you've sinned and you feel convicted, you feel your conscience rising up in you, you know. You just gotta look out, because if you fear Yah, you won't do certain things. And if you fear Yah, you know that He will punish you for the wrong that you do and have done. And so that's why you have to always be mindful, like if you have done wrong that you weren't aware of, that you always ask and pray to the Most High that He will forgive you for your sins, and that, you know, acknowledge Yahuwah and Yahusha, His Son, who died for our sins and our healing, so that you won't have to reap these punishments and sicknesses. Some of the times you may still reap it because of the fact that what you did was so wrong. And you can ask for mercy so it won't be such a big punishment. You can ask for mercy so it won't be too bad, but sometimes you can expect to still reap it, because if you do wrong, you will reap of that wrong. So definitely be mindful of those things, because if you look up and you have some weird health problem, it could be because of something you've done. So definitely be mindful of those things. And also, it could be the devil trying to hinder your steps, hinder your walk, and make you weak, or, you know, bring you down. So even if it wasn't because of something that you've done wrong, it could be the Most High trying to give you strength. That's another form of health, strength. It could be Him trying to instill strength in you. So He allows the devil to do this thing, to bring this sickness about, so that you can rise up and be strong and come against him, you know, in the name of Yah, and rebuke this thing. But you also have to be aware that that can be the case as well. The devil can come after you and try all kinds of things. You just have to be mindful of different things, mindful of what can happen, mindful of the things that will happen in life, because a lot of these things happen in life and you just have to be ready for it. You have to be prepared, and you just got to look out for different things. So yeah, concerning health, there's a lot of different areas and aspects: mental, physical, spiritual. There's just a lot of different ways that you can be healthy and stay in health, or different ways that you can be unhealthy. So you definitely have to be mindful and be on the lookout and all those sorts of things. So with all that said, I pray that this video was helpful. I hope to do more videos like it. I hope to, you know, try new things out. I'm aware that some of the videos that I started out doing, or started out wanting to do, I haven't really got a chance to really do them like that. Like, I wanted to do more cooking videos. I haven't been doing cooking videos like that. I haven't been able to do much singing videos like with my siblings, or, you know, like teaching videos, different things that I mentioned before. I haven't been able to do them as much, or I haven't had time to really put a lot of effort into it. But yeah, when I get a chance, I'll try my best to do videos on those subjects as well as the subjects that you all put in the comment section below, or like the questions that you all ask on different topics that you want me to cover. I'll try my best to construct a video for it, because it does take time, does take work to, you know, bring together notes and scriptures and everything. But God willing, I still will try my best to do what I can. So with that being said, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please share it, because I love to be able to help others. That's the only reason why I do these videos. Like, when I first started out, I had an idea of just really wanting to help people in whatever way I can, even if it's just like entertaining ways, like different things. So yeah, please share it with anyone who may need it, with your friends and family, and yeah. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like.